Hey everybody, welcome to the Steve Olson Show. My name is Steve Olson. So happy you're here with us today. If you are thinking about selling your home in the next 2 months, 3 months, 4 months, 5 months, anytime in 2026, and I think today's video is going to be one of the easiest, most simple videos you've ever watched. It's going to help you bring clarity and make the process of selling your home super simple. In fact, if you're thinking about selling your home, whether it's with me, one of our partners, one of our referral partners, or an agent that you already have, there's really only 2 questions that you need answers to, that when you get answers to these questions, it makes everything simple and actually creates a very specific path to success to allow you to sell your home for a record price in record time. So this video is not going to be a long one. It's going to be very short. It's going to be right to the point. And then I'll tell you a little bit of insight as to why I know this is true, being licensed since 2007, thousands of home sales and seeing around corners that most agents just haven't seen around. So what are those 2 questions? When you're meeting with your real estate agent, if you guys can get clarity around the answers to the 2 of these questions, I think what you're going to find is it's going to be really easy to sell your home for a record price. So question number 1, and this is going to sound pretty elementary, but trust me, I'm going to justify it in a second. Who is my buyer? Literally, if I had to pick out of a hat the person that is statistically most likely to purchase my home, who is that person? Do they live in the area already? Do they already work in this area? Who do they work for? How much money do they make? We don't want to talk about like familial status and all that protected class. That's not where I'm getting at right now. But statistically speaking, based on everything that I know about the area, who is my buyer? Once you're able to answer this question, we now can go to the real estate agent and build a marketing plan around attracting that specific type of buyer. Now, remember, in real estate, there's a couple laws we have to abide by. We have to operate by fair housing. So we can't run an ad that says like, hey, if you're a white male that's 53 that makes $3 million and works at Intel, we have the home for you. Like, we can't do that. But there are certain personas and interests and things that they do and places that they go and things that they buy and shops that they visit that we can target, that's going to identify, statistically speaking, who your buyer is. So the first question is, who is my buyer? The second question, you're probably like, that's the exact same question. It's not. The second question is, who knows my buyer? And if I had to tell you that, like, from a percentage of how I would allocate marketing, and this is going to depend on whether you own a luxury home in a luxury community or whether it's a turnkey property in a very middle of the road property, or maybe it's an entry level property in regards to price and location, I would say 15%. I went to the eraser there. 15% of our marketing efforts is going to go to who is my buyer, and 85% of my marketing is going to go to who knows my buyer. Now, why is who knows my buyer super important? Well, think of people of influence, right? Again, if you're in the luxury segment, I'm thinking of everybody who's an entrepreneur in the market, everybody who already owns a luxury home in the market right now. These might be C-level executives of people that work in your market, could be people that are already influencers in social media, could be sports, could be certain demographics in regards to job position, attorneys, like I said, C-level suite, anybody in finance, right? Who are the people that are going to have the highest likelihood of already knowing who my buyer is within their circles, and how do I get in front of them? Now, there are a ton of different ways to get in front of these people. We have Facebook ads, we have Instagram ads, we have Google ads, we have LinkedIn ads, we have TikTok ads. And the higher end part, I don't know that TikTok's going to be one of the main things, but it's definitely effective, right? We have all these ways of digital advertising that we can get in front of those people. There's direct mail, there's outbound prospecting, there's networking events. There's a million different ways that real estate agents can get in front of these people. In 2025, the MLS, it's not enough. If your MLS is anything like ours, we're in Southern California. What happens is we take all the details that we know about the property, we put it in a central database system called the multiple listing service. That multiple listing service then puts it in the database. All active real estate agents have access to this database. If they have alerts set up, it's automatically going to trigger alert both to the real estate agent and maybe their client, depending on how they have those set up. And that data is also going to syndicate to hundreds of other real estate agents around the country: Zillow, Trulia, Homes, Redfin, all the big portals. If this happens all automatically, this is not something that we as real estate agents have to do manually, right? That process of just putting the listing in the MLS and then pushing it out to syndication doesn't work nearly as much now as it did before, for a couple of reasons. Number one, People are just not motivated to buy real estate right now because of high interest rates and their perception that the cost of housing is very high right now, which is a very valid concern right now. Interest rates are high and the cost of real estate is even higher right now. And in fact, in most markets, if you're thinking about staying for 2 years, may make sense to rent, right? So we need to get over all of those different objections, and we need to put the home directly in front of the people that are considering a move right now. And the way that we do that is by understanding who is my buyer right now. And number two, who knows my buyer that I can get this in front of that would be willing to share all this data with their personal network. Some of the most simple strategies that we've done in the past, let's say it's a CEO, we pull all of the CEOs and that given city, you do this with a whole bunch of technology. If your agent has it, great. If you want to learn what this technology is, just comment below or message me directly and I'll share with you that tech stack to be able to pull this off. There's a data mining process, there's Apollo, there's a whole bunch of things that you can use, and we can literally send an email, we can send, big lumpy mail in mail. That works really well, like a huge envelope with a flyer and a cover letter to all the CEOs in the market saying, hey, this property is X, Y, and Z, and we know that the buyer for this property is probably somebody like you, and we wanted to get this in front of you first in case you knew anybody. Now, that's not a straight is that going to get me my buyer? And I'm telling you, everything encapsulated in this entire process will get your buyer. It's not one specific strategy or one specific email or one specific phone call or digital ad or anything like that. It's the entire marketing campaign done at one time at a very fast pace. It's going to identify your buyer, or better yet, multiple buyers in a short amount of time, causing them to bid against each other, making the price go up. In fact, if you want to know the cheat code on how to sell your home for a record price in record time, then I will put a link in the description below. You can go to this page right here. You can put your email in, and we will give you the entire roadmap to selling your home for a record price in record time. Totally free. Don't even need to use us as your real estate agent. You can download, go through that entire PDF. If you have any questions, just respond to any of those emails. I'm happy to answer for those. If you need a referral to an agent that operates a business like this, one of our preferred referral partners, and let us know, and we will connect you with that. And there are other opportunities for us to do all the marketing for you if you want to list your home for sale. Selling your home in today's market, it's not difficult. It doesn't need to be complex. You just have to answer these two questions. And when you answer these two questions correctly, who is my buyer and who knows my buyer, I think what you're going to find is every time you guys think about a marketing plan to sell your home, or when you're having that conversation with your real estate agent around hey, does this type of ad make sense? Or should we put it in this billboard or do bus benches or Facebook ads or Instagram? What makes sense to go find my buyer? You can say, will this help identify, number one, who is my buyer? Or will it help us identify, number two, who knows my buyer? If you can't get crystal clear clarity on that, the marketing is probably not going to work, right? So if you want the A to Z process on how to sell your home for a record price in record time, then click the link below, put your email in there. I'll send you the entire guide. If you have questions, we can answer for it, and we can go from there, all right? That's how to identify your buyer. It's really simple. Don't overcomplicate the selling process. This channel is dedicated to helping you sell real estate and buy real estate simply and easy without all of the stress. I'll give you every single thing that you need. And if you have any questions, I'm here to answer, all right? I'm curious, if you've sold your home lately, or maybe you're selling it right now and it's not moving, put a comment below. Let me know what you think is going on and or why it's not selling. Could be a price thing. I'll create a video tomorrow around a really simple 3-circle matrix, like a Venn diagram type of thing about how you can sell a home for a record price in a record time. Stay tuned for that video. But I'd be curious, if you're thinking of selling or you're selling right now and you're having issues, comment below. Let me know what those issues are. Let's see if we can help, all right? Thanks a lot. Download the guide, and